Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of Drew Want to Know. This week we're going to talk about workouts. We're going to talk about Apple. We're going to talk about Apple rumors. We're going to talk about green screen. We're going to talk about rug content. Rug content, if you've not seen it, so good. But we're going to see all this and more on this week's episode of
Drew, wanna know.
What's Up, everybody? Welcome to Drew Want to Know. Welcome back. I'm back. I was just in Barcelona for a couple weeks. Actually, Spain. Went to Barcelona, Ibiza, and Mallorca for a little while. It was pretty sick, but we're back hanging out, doing workouts, trying to work on myself, working on out because I got my wedding in just a little bit. Start working out. Been doing HIIT classes. I don't know if you guys have done HIIT classes, but they're terrible. It's a great workout. I hate being there. I hate it. And I don't like that the trainers don't act like it's like the greatest place to be. They act like it's Disney World, right? They're always like, oh, it's the greatest place ever. Aren't you guys pumped? And I'm like, no, this sucks. We're doing burpees. It's 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. for burpees. That's too much. That's way too much for burpees in the morning. It's just too early for that, I know it. I assume people like it. I go because I know it's a good workout, and I know that I'm supposed to go. And I have to do that because I'm older now, and you have to work out and work on your body. Your body just doesn't do it for you, which sucks. But I know I don't want to be there. I know that because I went to a class once, and one of the trainers, she was freaking out, right? Like she's freaking out. Something happened, I guess, in the class. Someone dropped a weight on themselves or whatever happened. I never asked because when she told me about it, I walked in. She goes, someone had an incident. The ambulance is on the way, and and class is canceled. And I just looked at her, didn't ask if everyone was okay, just said, sick, I don't want to be here anyway, and walked out. That's how I know that I'm not into working out there. I do it because of the class there. I can't do the gym. I know people can sit there with their headphones, just be fine. I don't try the gym because I'm not competing with anyone. I feel like most of my working out motivation is just to try to make sure I work out harder than other people, which is probably a bad thing, but whatever. It's how I'm motivated, right? It's about finding your motivation. It's like I feel like spite and competitiveness is the way I work in that realm, right? I don't know if anyone else could relate to that. I just can't get behind all this like coddling we have in the workout sphere. Like Apple just announced that they're doing their new Apple Watch is going to have a when you run or do certain workouts, I think it's like 8 workouts, they'll be like, hey, great run. You're doing great. Good for you. Keep it up. You even did better than your last mile. And I'm like, I don't, I'm not motivated that way, right? Like I think what we need is, and I'm not saying everyone needs this because I don't know if everyone does. Probably people that are okay probably don't need this, but I feel like I want a bully setting. Like I want Siri to be kind of mean to me and kind of passive aggressively get at me because that will motivate me more than anything. One time I went to the gym and the guy who's supposed to check you in, he goes, have a good workout. And he put it in air quotes. Like he goes, have a good workout. And I'm like, are you doing this sarcastically? And let me tell you, I've never worked harder in my life. And I've been trying to figure out how to get that every time I go. And Yeah, it's that's what I want. I want a smartwatch feature, and I want it can be turned offable. It can be switched. I want a nice. We already have a light and dark mode for our phones. I want a light and dark mode for our motivational people. I want someone to bully me. That's what I want. I maybe it's a broken part of me. I don't know. I grew up in the '90s, the last good years of like in person bullying anyway. So that's where I lie. Bully me to motivation, which leads me to my next topic, which is Apple. Right? They just did their big thing like a little bit ago, and it's so annoying. Tech people online love to just predict what they think technology is going to be, but none of them have any clue. And when technology comes out, it's just the same. If you watch like a review of something like that's just come out, it's literally just them reading the document specs to you on YouTube. It's crazy. I just noticed it, and I don't know if I can watch these videos anymore because like they're just completely they have no there's no reason for them to say what they're saying. It's just a completely shot in the dark what they think technology is going for or what they want from Apple, which is like you don't know what technology is. Like you could be a fan of technology. I have no predictions about what's coming. The stuff I thought would be cool, like jetpack shoes would be fun. I don't know. That'd be cool. Apple does like a Nike Apple Air shoe. I don't know. They go with Jordans. I don't know. That's the prediction. People were like, before this came out, people were like, everything's gonna be circular. That's just what Apple does. They did the liquid glass thing, which is like I guess a big overhaul. It is kind of round and there's like rounded stuff, but they've been going back and forth between square and kind of rounded edges this whole time anyway, right? But there are people like, oh, it's gonna be circular. This is my prediction. Let's talk about the rumors, and it's just them just throwing out wild things. They're like, next week, Apple is gonna release a Swiss Army knife called the Apple iKnife. It's coming out. Like that might as well be a thing. We might as well just make wild predictions. And next year, Apple's gonna release, I don't know, the Apple iVision, which is just they're gonna replace your eye with an Apple logo, and it's gonna have all your iCloud features on it. It's gonna be pretty good for file management and stuff. You could take pictures with it because they keep going after the emoji thing, like the make your own. I've never done that. I guess that's for some people. I guess people love it because they will not stop talking about gene emojis, something with G and emoji in it, and I just can't get behind. I have no idea who they're for. I don't know who's combining emojis or whatever, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I can't watch these tutorials anymore. I think, or I just need. I want to hear some specs. I want to see some stuff. I'm just watching camera tutorials right now, to be honest. Not that I love the cameras I'm using. They're awesome. I just keep watching them. I don't know. I just, to do this, I looked up a tutorial, which is like, I kind of had an eye for stuff, but, I just want to see how people are setting up stuff to have the best idea, right? That's good. They do that. Those are the cool. There's some cool content out there right now, like that, like the lighting setups, like filming yourself. There's this one guy, I forget his name, but he's just like all of his stuff is super cinematic, and he just shoots it by himself. Like he just like runs out in a fog. Like he's like, oh no, there's fog. It's lighting time, or it's like lightly raining, and there's just like so much atmosphere. And he's just like, and then he's just sitting there like, you can do it too. Like I like that kind of content. I also love rug content. I don't know if you guys seen rug content, but whoever's out there cleaning rugs, I will watch that till the day I die. I don't know what about it intrigues me, but watching this mud-soaked rug slowly become a My Little Pony like rug is incredible. I'll watch it for hours. I would. It's so calming. It's great. They don't do that whole like part one. Listen for part two. I'm not watching part two. I don't know who else is going to look for part two, but I'm not. I'm not following that person. Part twos are done. I'm done with part twos. Unless you're a TV show and you have a hook. That one, I'm mad that you didn't show it to me on social media. I'm not here for part twos on social media. It's kind of like when Power Rangers did a part two, and you're like, what? Why are we doing part twos? We know you're gonna win. You're the Power Rangers. You always win. I don't know. It's up there, but I will watch this rug content forever. Whoever's doing it out there, keep doing what you're doing. Rug content for life. Just, I don't know where they're getting the rugs or where they're finding these things, but they should. I can't even guess. Maybe they're making them that way. I don't know. Challenge yourself. Throw it in concrete. See what happens. Like, see if you can get it back. They get it. It's so surprising that it goes from this just mud thing to any sort of light color is incredible to me. I don't know. I would love to see it. The process of where they find these, like, are you just looking in things that are like in floods? Like, do you look at a flood and you're like pumped? You're like, I'm gonna get some rugs for my rug content page. Like, they all have studios and stuff too, which is insane. Where they like it's like I it's crazy. They all have great drainage. It's insane. It's insane. I love rug content. Whoever's a problem with rug content, you're wrong. It's the best. It's so fulfilling. It feels so good to watch it go from muddy to My Little Pony. Like, that is incredible to me. Send me all of them. Link me to people. I want to hear about it. I am so interested in that. That could be my whole feed. I could never watch any other sort of content ever again. Rug content for life. That's what I'm about. And, content in general is like, it's like going on this vacation, right? It's like, I feel like I was the most productive I've ever been writing wise. Like, I feel like I got through a lot of stuff. I don't know what that is. Every time I'm on vacation, I write. So it's probably because I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not stressed about it. And that's like a thing I need more, I guess. I got to figure out how to not stress about other stuff and just like go off and write and like leave the world alone. I don't know. Something about getting on a flight and writing on the flight, and then after I get to the places, just like relaxing. I got to write for upwards of 40 minutes, an hour at one time, and like I feel like most of the time I'm writing, it's like 10 minutes. I don't know if you guys have, like, when you're doing your creative pursuits, like what time span you guys have. I have like no time to do all that stuff, but I will say this. I'm a comic and I do visual effects for stuff. And I will tell you this. I do have a tip for you. Just because this has come up a lot, where people are sending me green screens of they're doing like a sketch with green screen in it. Here's a tip. Stand away from the green screen. That is like the biggest thing I can give to anyone out there, because it is that easy. Like, so many problems would be solved if you just stepped away, a little away. Do not cast a shadow on that green screen. I get sent, people are like, oh my God, I can't key this in Premiere, which is like not really a real test of whether that you can key that footage or not, but that's beside the point. But they're like, can you help? And I know when they're calling me, it's going to be rough. It's not a good situation. It's just shadows everywhere. Like, the whole thing of us, the whole point, and maybe this, if I just say this, maybe this will make more sense. The whole point of a green screen is to get one solid color that you can pull, right? So if you have multiple colors, it's going to be harder to pull that because you have to do multiple keys on each one of those colors, right? And if it's dark, like what a shadow does, like a shadow goes over something, makes it darker, it changes the color, but also makes it darker, which is harder to pull because it's going to be closer to what probably you're wearing. It loses its color, which, it's like all about trying to find that specific color and pull a key and a mat for it. So for the love of God, for your friends who do visual effects, or you send someone a key that's horrible, that's tough, for God's sake, in the general time where you're doing things, right? Just step away. Like 4 to 5 feet would be incredible. Your friends, you will feel so much better about it. And that's just good. That's just what we need to do. And you're welcome. It's going to be great. I want all your stuff to succeed. I want everything to look good, key wise. It's hard to get a good key, but that's a good tip that I just see everyone doing. They're just like, for some reason, they're just like, I'm going to put my head on the green screen because that's going to make it better. It's not. Okay? Don't do it. Stop doing it. You're just making it harder on yourself. Okay? I just want your stuff to succeed and be better. There are so many there's so many other things that you can worry about with keying to make it better and stuff, but shooting it correctly is the right way to do it. Is to do it that way. Don't try to fix it later. Don't say it's okay if you see a shadow. Adjust your lighting or something to just take that shadow off. It will save you so much headache, and you'll think you'll have to reshoot it. And, in some circumstances you can go in and do stuff, but it's just like a lot of work. Just step away from it. For the love of God, just step away. You'll be happier. And again, everyone else that you bug to try and help you fix this problem will be happier about it too. Okay? That's going to be it. That has been this episode of Drew Wanna Know. We'll definitely see you guys next time. Make sure if you like this, you can like and subscribe here. I'm going to have new episodes all the time. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at DRU Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. And you can follow this channel, follow me, obviously. Subscribe, and we'll have the new episodes out all the time. And it's just I'm happy that you guys are back, and thank you so much for listening, and we'll see y'all next time on
Drew!